Hello everyone, welcome to an exciting Coco Show Plays. Tonight, I'll be taking a sneak peek preview at the forthcoming game Gunstar, the Battle for Earth. Gunstar, the Battle for Earth. You can see the flavor text here. We greeted them as visitors, but they descended as invaders, abducting our people and transporting them back to their planet as food. The fate of mankind rests with you. Pilot the Gunstar back to the alien homeworld and end this onslaught. That is all you need to know right there to get you fired up to go kill some suckers. There's no doubt about it. This looks like a really interesting game. We're going to give her a shot. I've got the trusty, patented Epix 500XJ joystick here. This is what we'll be using for tonight's festivities. And we are again taking a sneak peek, so we're not going to go all the way through this game, but we are going to go through some of the game. It should be a lot of fun. That's right, prepare for battle. This thing doesn't let you sleep. By the way, you can see right there, designed and programmed by Nicholas Barrientos. Nick is a real good guy, and he is allowing me and Boat to have a look at this thing. We're going to go with Wimp here, since we are sort of wimpy. Give this thing a whirl. Here we go. Here we go. Now, right away, you're going to see some things that you're not used to in a color computer game. For starters, as you've seen me go across the screen here, the screen travels with me. That's right, we've got a screen that is as wider than a normal screen, which is classic Japanese-style shoot-'em-up level of play here, where you can actually scroll off the screen. You can hear the cool sounds. You've got the explosions. The gun effects are very neat. And you've got a variety of ships here. Now, the ship there with the two red bins on the back, those are 50-point ships. The little spinning top-looking ships are 20 points. These little green dots, they will replenish your shield. If you look in the upper right-hand portion of the screen, you'll see a bar there. That is your shield bar. And at the bottom of the screen, you'll see a long line. And what that line lets you do is know how far you've got left in the level. Very handy. As you look over this game, we're going over like a city here, this reminds me of a game called Alcon, where you start out in a city like this. Some other people would say maybe a game like Xevious, which is, I think there's a later level that has a little more to remind me of Xevious than this one does. But the red dots there will replenish your smart bombs. You can see there's a bar at the bottom underneath the health bar there, the shield bar. That is that's your ultra bombs. Now they give you two choices here as to fire these ultra bombs. Of course, these are the bombs that will clear everything on the screen. I'll fire one off here in a second to show you what it looks like. One is to hit the space bar, which is what that was. And you can see I lost some of my smart bomb, mega bomb energy. This is a weaponizer, which I'll explain what that is. When you hit that thing, it toggles through your weapons. You have the choice of a 3-shot weapon, which is a standard weapon. There's a 6-shot weapon, which is basically the same shooting, but you get 6 shots instead of 3 on the screen at once. And then you've got what I've got, which is twin shooting. Twin 3-shot shooting, which is my personal favorite. I'm an old Galaga guy, so I always like the twin shooting. Anyway, getting back to the smart bomb action, or the kill 'em all bomb. If you don't feel like grabbing the spacebar, you can also simply hold down the button for 3 seconds, and there they go, gone. So there's a slight delay there when they shoot that thing off, so you sort of want to plan ahead when you're using that one. There's a replenisher. Now, you can hear the cool noise. You can see the cool graphics, but one thing you really have to sort of experience is how the game moves, and it moves great. I mean, it's silky smooth. The scrolling in it's quite remarkable. I was just telling Nick last night that when I play this, I often forget I'm playing on the color computers. It's so smooth. The scrolling effects are so nice, and I mean, you really feel like you're going over a city. I mean, it's not what I normally would expect out of the Poco. This thing does require a 512K of memory. It requires the advanced processor. But listen, if you ever need a motivation to do the simple and cheap things it would take to get your Coco 3 up to spec, this is the game to do it. I've come from the Amiga line for so long, and all the hardware on the Amiga is so pricey, and it's such a hassle. And the Coco, it was so refreshing to come over. The upgrades are cheap; they're not difficult to do. I love working with the Coco. Plus, once you get them done, you're pretty much done. I mean, for now anyway. You've got yourself in good shape to play just about anything. You can see I'm doing pretty good here, and you can see that yellow bar is fading, so we're not too far from the end of the level here. One thing I wanted to mention that I found was interesting, is an interesting play mechanic in this game, is the weaponizer. Now, when the weaponizer comes down, as you shoot it, you flip between your 3 weapons. You can see the 2 dots at the front of my ship. When you have twin guns, like I do, you've got 2 dots. When you've got the single 6-shot gun, that goes to 1 dot, and if you just have the normal default gun, you get no dots. Now, this is a real interesting level here. I don't know if I've ever played anything quite like this one in a game like this. You're tasked here with opening the Stargate, and what that means is you have to collect those squares after you've toggled them to the correct glyph at the bottom of the screen. And so I didn't get it. Whoops. And you see, as I was mentioning with that weaponizer, I just accidentally shot it. Well, what that means is I don't have the weapon I like anymore. So I'm stuck with it until the weaponizer comes back out. So when the weaponizer gets in your way, you can often do that. There we go. I'll see. I did it. I was trying to shoot that square, and I just set my weapon back to default again. So the weaponizer is pretty interesting in terms of how you play it. Oh man, if this is something else in this level, if you get greedy, you pay a heavy toll, because these asteroids take cumulative damage on your ship, and that you can see your shield bar goes down quick. Okay, let's try to get this one. Almost. I believe there are 7 of those glyphs, and you have to toggle those, so mine must be the last one. And get it again. This can be a little bit tricky with these glyphs. Shoot, I had the right glyph up, but I couldn't get to it. You can see how tricky this is. Alright, let's let that go, and then we'll try it again. I didn't want to risk losing my good guns. Okay. Okay, we got that one, finally. And we move on to the next one. We don't want to get involved with that thing. We've got a gun we like. Now, one thing to remember is that these screens here are also wide. And so, occasionally, like just that's a good example right there. We would have missed that if we hadn't skipped over. Okay. The one thing I like, that there's no time limit on this, so it gives you some time to go through here and try to... Oh, shoot. Oh, that was a complete disaster. It's one thing, you're not used to this sort of gameplay, which I'm not. And there we go. Is that you get obsessed with one thing or another? Am I trying to get my weapon back? Am I trying to move this thing along? And so what could happen is you can just run into stuff just like I did there without paying attention and get yourself killed. Okay, there's one I need. Now we're going to go through this a couple times. Since I picked Wimp, I believe you only have to go through it twice. On the non-Wimp version, you're going through these glyphs 4 times. I couldn't get to that one. Luckily, there's a generous amount of shield on this game that come out that help you out. Yeah, we didn't come close to that one. I mentioned this before. I like asteroid fields from the original Star Wars, or I'm sorry, the sequel, I guess. Shoot, You know, when the Millennium Falcon went to the asteroid belt, I always thought that was super slick. Shoots. We will get it. I love the sound effects in this. They're really slick. It's too tight. I'm gonna avoid that thing. And see, this one's gonna fall in a way that we have no chance, and that's exactly what I needed, but I had no chance to get it. Brutal, heartbreaking. Shoot. What would do me a world of good is to memorize the patterns on these. My memorization skills are garbage. Uh-huh. There we go. Okay, we're on our next set here. Usually the second one goes quicker. Oh! I got greedy. So this game punishes greed. You have to be patient on this level. Shoot. Alright, here we go. Of course, I lost my twin guns. Dadgummit. Okay, this is the easiest one to get. Alright. I love it when you get the squares. You just hit them once, you're in. Sometimes you get lucky. Not this time. By the way, these aliens that you're seeing on this round are worth 100 points. If you manage to get hold of them. They remind me of the Zircon in Star Control 1 and 2, and going forward if you were playing the Star Control games. So they sort of remind. In fact, even their shot sounds a little similar to that. Okay. Okay, I'm going too far into this. I think the one I'm looking for is the second one. There it is. Okay. I hope you're not screaming at me at home. It is more difficult than it looks. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna get it this time, I swear. Gummit. We've gotten some bad draws on this round just due to the fact that these things are. Ah! It's driving me crazy. Crazy! I'm not going to be getting that one, I don't think. Oh no. Come on, give me the good one. This is not falling well here. Yeah, no chance on that one. You may have noticed that you actually have full roam. You have full realm of the screen, and you can see I can go all the way. Oh, I almost had it. Son of a gun. This is the last one, and it is the hardest one to get. Oh, this is painful to suck this much. There's a 0 chance. Not with that one in the meteor. Okay. There it is, finally. Alright, so we've opened up the jump. This is the guardian of the jump gate. You gotta take this guy down. Now, at the bottom of the screen, the level bar is now basically this guy's hit points. So we've got to try to knock this guy out while avoiding his minions and the asteroids. And then we will be off to level 3. I love the fact that this is an end boss on this. This makes me so happy. And he, of course, this guy careens through the traffic like it's nothing. One thing I haven't encountered yet, which is a tribute to Nick, is there's always been a path through these asteroids. Yes, look at this. Heck yeah. Be kill. Now, the first level was escaping from the Earth that's been invaded. The second level, cruising through space. And finally, we're heading to the alien home world. And here we go. I love that effect. Awesome. You get a little Time Pilot action there. Now, you'll see these little freaks. Those are actually alien ships that are worth 150 points. This level is a difficult level. This is your straight up seek and destroy. No more glyphs or anything else. You try to kill everything you can get hold of. And you can see this is more of an alien, like this right here reminds me a lot more of Xevious. More of an alien industrial sort of affair. Alright, let's see how far we can get here. I've never had great success on this level, so I'm hoping this will be a good game. I can get it for right now. These ships there are new. I'm gonna start making generous use of my super explosion. Now that is very Xevious-like. The pyramid, you know, I love that stuff. Quite remarkable the amount of moving graphics on the screen at once here. There they go. I mean, if you think about it, plus you're getting beautiful sound effects, and the alien movement it's not just random. I mean, they're flying around. They're pretty good at attempting to intercept you or shoot you or even hit you. There we go. Oh no, not that. I definitely don't want to get involved with that thing. Like I said, the weaponizer is a game unto itself. Just not trying to avoid the weaponizer at all costs when you've got what you want. Now there may be, you know, some people are going to be more at home or more at ease with more bullets on the screen. And I'm sure there's someone could explain to me that why it would be better or worse, but not me. I'll take the double shots any day of the week, personally. Moving along at a pretty good clip here. This is by far the best game I've had, which is funny because early on I thought, of course, I am playing on Wimp. I often don't play on Wimp, but for this time around, so I'm having pretty good luck. I like the tubing system, and it looks like the alien world. They must be doing some heavy-duty mining or refining or something down there. It's funny, these worlds are they've always got a crazy industry. Oh no, 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 no. One more. Well, I'm back to single shot. But I've got a line. You can see the amount of shots you're getting on the screen right now. So there's something to be said for the single shot. You get a lot more. You get a lot more shots spread across the screen. So it's not like you're boned. Going back to the default gun. I will say another thing about this game that I like is that in a lot of these type of games, if you lose your best weapon or get killed, you're screwed. I mean, you can't ever make a comeback. On this, even with the pea shooter, you can still get some action. You know, I mean, the effectiveness of the bullets is still there. It's just that you don't have as many on the screen. Like we're playing these pretty good here. Now, once you get through level 3, then you can. The last level is you attempting to reach the alien overlord. Now, we're not going to spoil all the fun. So once we get past this level, if we can pull it off, we're going to cut it short right there, and then we'll wait for the upcoming release. And I don't want to spoil it for everyone. You guys can take on the alien overlord yourselves. But I can tell you, I've played this multiple times, many times actually. I've had several weeks to sit down and fool with this thing, and I can be completely honest when I tell you, I've got nothing bad to say about it. For a pre-release or a beta or whatever you want to call this, I've ran into no bugs. It plays great. The controls are tight, which is important. I am using the Epic stick, but I've also used the arcade stick. And I've also used my Wicco, and they've all worked great. I have not played this with the Black Beauty, but I'd say you'd be okay. That your hand might get tired from hitting that button all those times on those. I'm sure the deluxe stick, which I don't have, is also pretty awesome. So I've got nothing bad to say about it. The sound's great. It's more than I would ever have expected on the Coco. And if this is a sign of things to come, I think we're all in really good shape, and I think Nick should be. Nick has impressed me greatly, and there we go. We actually made it through to the last level. Pretty crazy. So we're gonna leave her there. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody, and checking out Gunstar. Again, this is an upcoming title. I believe this is slated to be released in sometime in the spring. I don't know if an exact date has been came up with, but I would highly recommend taking a look at this when it's available, because it is absolutely worth your look. If you are a Coco gamer like I am, this is a must-buy. It's easy. I'm sure me and the boat will do a formal review of this when it's released, but I can tell you from playing the pre-release, it's tight, very tight. So, with that, I want to once again thank Nick for letting us have a preview of this. Please, if you feel froggy, join us over at the Coco Show and check out our podcast, available at any podcatcher, Anchor.fm. You can get it there, and we appreciate your support if you give us a listen. We do nothing but Coco games, and which is why we were so excited to get our hands on this one. So we've really enjoyed it. So. Thank you very much. We will catch you guys the next time. Until next time, adios.